Welcome to the Laris Sport Channel. You know, if you love football, you love a good debate. And today, we're diving into one of the biggest ones out there. We are counting down the absolute legends, the players who have conquered the Champions League the most times. This is going to be fun. Let's do it. The UEFA Champions League. It's more than just a tournament, isn't it? It's the stage where heroes are born and hearts are broken. For any player, this is the absolute pinnacle. It's the one trophy they all dream of getting their hands on. So, plenty of incredible players have graced this competition. Some have even won it. But, there's a very, very small group who've made winning it, well, a habit. So who are these immortals? Who has lifted that beautiful trophy more than anyone else in history? Let's find out. All right, we're kicking off our list with an unbelievable group of players, the four-time champions. Now, think about that for a second. Winning this competition just once defines a career. To do it 4 times, that puts you in a whole other category. And where else to start but with a trio that basically changed football? Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta at Barcelona. Man, that team was something else, a whole philosophy on the pitch. Sure, a super young Messi was in the squad for the 2006 win, but it was in those next 3 victories where he just took over. And behind him, you had the puppet master, Xavi pulling all the strings, and the magician, Iniesta, creating moments of pure genius. Just an iconic group. Now let's talk about some defensive titans. First up, Gerard Piqué, who has this really cool distinction of winning it back-to-back with 2 different clubs. That's pretty special. And then you get to the Real Madrid guys. I mean, Sergio Ramos, the definition of clutch. His late goals in those finals are just legendary stuff. And alongside him, Raphaël Varane, who was just so smooth, so composed, an absolute rock for that Madrid dynasty. Okay, now for 2 guys who got their 4 titles in really interesting ways. You've got Mateo Kovačić, who is part of that historic Madrid three-peat and then went and won it again with Chelsea, but then there's Clarence Seedorf. His record is just insane. He's the only player in history to win the Champions League with 3 different clubs: Ajax, Real Madrid, and AC Milan. That is just incredible versatility and proof that he was a winner wherever he went. So 4 wins is legendary territory. But now we go to another level. We're entering the realm of the 5-time winners. These aren't just great players. These are the guys who defined entire decades of European football. And you can't talk about this competition's DNA without going right back to the very beginning, the original Real Madrid dynasty. From 1956 to 1960, they didn't just win the first 5 European Cups, they basically invented the legacy of this tournament. They set the standard, led by the one and only Alfredo Di Stefano. This is where Real Madrid's love affair with this trophy began. From the pioneers in Spain, we hop over to Italy, to Milan, and to 2 of the greatest defenders the game has ever seen. Paolo Maldini, Il Capitano, a one-club man who played in 8 finals. And his partner in crime, Alessandro Costacorta, whose 5 wins spanned 2 decades with the club. These guys were the heart and soul of so many legendary Milan teams. And then you have a player who might as well have his picture next to the words Champions League in the dictionary: Cristiano Ronaldo. They call him Mr. Champions League for a reason. He's the all-time top scorer, the all-time appearance maker, and of course, a 5-time winner. From Manchester United to Real Madrid, he didn't just play in the competition, he owned it. But let's be real, football is a team sport, and Ronaldo was surrounded by an absolutely stacked group of players. This core right here, this was the engine room of one of the greatest teams we've ever seen. You had Benzema's goals, Bale's unbelievable moments of magic, Marcelo flying down the wing, Casemiro holding it all together. Just an incredible collection of talent that dominated Europe. Okay, 5 titles is just, it's the stuff of dreams, right? But believe it or not, there is one more level. One final peak that is so exclusive, so rare, that almost no one in the history of the sport has reached it. And here we are, we've made it to the summit. Welcome to Mount Olympus. This is it, the most exclusive club in world football, the 6-time Champions League winners. For over 50 years, one man sat alone on this throne, the great Paco Gento. He was part of that first legendary Madrid team, and his record of 6 titles seemed like it would never, ever be broken. But it has been. A new generation of Real Madrid legends has joined him. The ageless winder, Luka Modric. The bulldog at right back, Dani Carvajal. The ultimate club man, Nacho. And the metronome in midfield, Toni Kroos. So let's break this down because the details are fascinating. The OG Paco Gento won all 6 with Real Madrid and started in every single one of those finals. Just incredible. In our modern era, Luka Modric and Dani Carvajal have matched that, playing and winning in all 6 of their finals. Toni Kroos has 6 medals too, but he actually missed the 2013 final with an injury. And Nacho, a true team player, has been a key part of the squad for all 6, starting in 2 of those finals. Whew, what a list! So when you look at all these names, all these trophies, what's the big takeaway? What's the story here?
Well, this chart pretty much says it all, doesn't it? While giants like Barcelona and AC Milan have their share of legends, the history of serial winners in the Champions League is just overwhelmingly dominated by one club, Real Madrid. From the 1950s to today, their connection to this trophy is just on another level.
So with many of these legends starting to hang up their boots, you have to wonder, who's next? Who's the next superstar who could one day climb this mountain? Are we looking at a Vinicius Jr., a Kylian Mbappe, or maybe an Erling Haaland? The next chapter is waiting to be written. So who do you think it'll be? Who is going to be the next player to join this incredible list? Drop your predictions in the comments below. We'd love to see what you think. And hey, if you had fun with this explainer, do us a favor and subscribe to the Lara Sport channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching.